She is a kindergarten teacher, and they are tough. They have to be. Yeah, that's a hard job. But I think about when I was in kindergarten in the 80s, and oh boy, they just let you do whatever. I have a picture of me at 5 years old in kindergarten class, and I am holding a hammer and nails. I mean, first off, somebody should have taught me how to use them. But I'm like, why am I holding a hammer and nails? Were we practicing hammering? Was the teacher just like, all right, class, we're going to build some shelves for the classroom, and then afterwards, maybe a nice bench for my garage? That's bonkers. Imagine your 5-year-old right now, they cannot color inside of a giant circle, but you are going to hand them a large, heavy hammer and hope that they can hit this itty-bitty tiny nail. No, but that's the kind of stuff that they would do in the 80s. I mean, recess alone was like Godspeed. You were on your own. I mean, think about it. Our favorite game, Dodgeball. You were taking a large, heavy ball, and you were pummeling each other in the face as hard as you can. That's where we had to learn the Matrix. To keep from getting our teeth knocked in. That game did come in handy for me a little bit later on in high school. I dodged a couple balls, not many. Never caught one. It was actually Red Rover that would get the most intense. You guys remember Red Rover? You get in a line with your friends and you'd lock arms. Your other friends would get in a line across from you and they'd lock arms. And then you'd yell, hold the line! Hold the line! Like we're Braveheart. You're staring your friends down from across the field. Your only objective is to run as hard as you can right towards that line, and they just want to break your arm. And then all you want to do is when they're running towards you, you want to grab your neighbor's arm, you want to pull your arms up, and then you just want to crush their clavicle. And then you start taunting each other. You go, Red Rover, Red Rover. You send that little bitch Timmy right on over. Timmy gets that look in his eye. He starts running as hard as he can. We're like, hold the line! Here he comes. We grab each other's arm. We pull our line up. Now Timmy's crashed to our line. Now our arm's dangling from the socket. Right, did we win? Did we hold the line? Your teacher's not doing anything. She's over there on the blacktop just smoking a Virginia Slim. Having some sort of midlife crisis. She's like, they don't pay me enough to care about that. The PE equipment was insane. We had merry-go-rounds. They're metal death traps. They were only fun if you would spin them 60 miles an hour, and then we would try and run and jump on them while they're moving. It's like trying to jump on the hood of a moving vehicle, but there was nowhere to land. There was already 20 friends in a nook just going around. Couldn't touch anything because it's 135 degrees in the sun. Inevitably, one friend would fall off and get trapped. Ah! Bleeding from the kneecap down. We're trying to get our teacher's attention. She's like, 20 more minutes. This is me time. And because I'm from North Carolina, we used to play with tires. Yeah, I'm talking about tires that fell off of a Mack truck, rolled into the elementary school parking lot. Our administrators are like, well, we don't got much of a budget, so we'll figure out something to do with these old things. These were large tires. You stand them up, they're this tall, like 75 pounds, hollow in the middle. We had a hill in the back of our elementary school So it was our teachers who had to push these tires up that hill, just so angry, just pushing them up there. They're like, I have a master's in education. We ran up there, we took our little 5-year-old bodies, and we would... We got into the middle of these tires. Our friend would take their 5-year-old buddy, get in the other one. Then it was our teachers who would get behind each tire and get momentum. All right, you little fuckers. Get ready for the ride of your life. And then they pushed us down a hill. We got speeds of like 20 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour. There's no handle. You're just like, ah! We crashed into a brick wall, flew out of the tire, vomited. Your teacher came down the hill, put her cigarette out on your forehead. She'd be like, recess is dismissed. In fact, school's dismissed. I gotta go meet my man friend who I connected with via the newspaper. And that was recess in the 80s. It was a different time, y'all. It was when you could take a large calculator and write the word boobs. My favorite number, 80085. I mean, yeah, kids can get their phone out right now and see as many boobs as they want. But who got to write it out in numbers? We did. Good times, y'all. But I'm glad to be in a relationship. I like it. It suits me. Dating is hard. It's really hard. I don't know. You got to go on apps and swipe and do the things. Like if I were single, my favorite dating app would be Grubhub. For sure. I think swingers have it figured out. I do. It had to be tough for them dating in the pandemic. But they have ways to let each other know that they are swingers. Did you guys know this? I'm going to teach you. All right. I found out that if you want to let people know that you are a swinger, you can put flamingos in your front yard. Yeah. It gets very confusing in Florida and at my mom's house. Maybe that's why she's been busy on the weekends. I don't know. I mean, I don't quite understand it. The people just drive around the neighborhoods looking for a flock of flamingos. They see it, they ring your doorbell and tell you they're down to clown. I don't know, but I like it. There's also an upside-down pineapple. You can put an upside-down pineapple on your front porch. Don't put it right side up. That is just a pineapple. I always assumed that an upside-down pineapple was letting people know that you like cake. I would stop and ring a stranger's doorbell for cake. But I actually got approached by a swinger couple after a show. They came up to me. Yeah, it was very exciting. And I am not an ageist. I am just telling you a fact. This is just a fact of the story. They both had canes. So this was not their first rodeo. And the wife informed me that her husband really enjoyed the show, which I very much appreciated. And she said that he had told her by the end of the show that she was allowed to get with me. Sexually, I don't know. I didn't know what to say. So I curtsied. Which is not a no, but it is polite. But you gotta put yourself out there. We started planning our wedding and did not involve my mom. The pandemic hit, and we thought, well, I guess we're not going to be able to get married. But then the fall came. It was October, and we're like, actually, this is the perfect time to get married. We can just do it how we want, and we don't have to worry about anybody else. So, yeah, it was great. We planned it in 2 weeks, rented an Airbnb out by the ocean, had a stranger in a mask be our officiant. We Zoomed our families. I think my mom is still on that Zoom call. And it's not how either of us ever thought that we would get married, but it ended up being perfect because it was just about us and just about our day. And we even got baptized that day, not on purpose. But we were taking these photographs, and we saw that the sun was setting, and there was these stairs down to the ocean. And we're like, oh my gosh, we got to get a picture here. So we stand over there, and our amazing photographer got a series of pictures. And in our first picture, we look beautiful. We look like two lesbians at prom together. Gorgeous picture. In our second picture, we're kind of doing this because something's looming over us. Like the principal who's angry that two lesbians went to prom together. Then in the third picture, we're doing this because the ocean is now crashing into our ear holes. Fourth picture, we're completely covered by water. Fifth picture, the ocean's been sucked back out to sea, and we're dripping wet like... So glad we decided to take this picture in the sunset. But we have all these pictures, and I think it means it's good luck. That's what I've been told. It's good luck, so we're going to go with that. But a few days after we got married,